Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate that. And if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way possible, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. But guys, it is happening. We are seeing Bitcoin target the 44K level. We are seeing Ethereum breaking out of the $3,100 level, and of course XRP is breaking through, up 22.95% on the 24-hour span, up 35.83% on the 7-day span, outperforming Bitcoin and even Ethereum. This is pretty significant in terms of XRP's move. Now, I told you guys to watch a lot of things today, specifically the indices. The indices kind of stayed sideways, nothing too crazy in terms of a move. I am going to be watching these a little bit more tomorrow. I definitely will be paying attention to them, as they could provide a little bit more of an insight on where this market is going. But if we are talking more so about Bitcoin, we are seeing some incredible volume, extremely strong RSI, almost getting to the overbought area. We are hitting the resistance level at 44K, as I did mark on the chart right here at the 618. 44.2K is pretty much the target, and we are almost above that. Significance of this point is, of course, we are back above almost the September lows. We have regained this level. We really want to break out of this level, similar to what we did back here on October 1st, going to the all-time high. I think that this is what we are pretty much awaiting for currently, and this will happen over the course of this month if we are in a bull market. So I am awaiting us to regain this level up here. This is my demand zone. For those out there who want my targets, they are 53.7K to about 56.2K. For those who do want to learn more about market structures, my trading indicators, stuff like that, you guys could go check out my website, NCashOfficial.com. Of course, you guys aren't obligated to buy anything, but I'm just letting you guys know for anyone out there who does want to learn more about stuff like this. But overall, this is the demand zone that I want to see us back into, but this is incredible. I told you guys that 44K was the point that I'm watching for specifically. If we could break over this and hurdle up above it and gain some traction here, that will be very significant, because we have to remember that this is resistance levels going back to January 12th and January 13th. So I'm watching these areas closely right now. And of course, XRP, I mean, guys, this is in almost overbought areas. I will say this, play with caution here. Most amount of volume that we have seen since going back to November 3rd. So pretty significant there. RSI extremely strong. Like I said, almost eyeing the overbought levels, so please play with caution. But we are regaining some major levels. I told you guys, once we break over that 69-cent area, which was marked in my video from yesterday, we were hitting some resistance there the last couple days. But once we break over that, look at the significance here. I mean, we are breaking above the 786 at 80 cents. We are almost eyeing that 702. Again, I am watching these levels very, very closely, and I honestly think that everyone should be as well, because there's a lot of significance in terms of these levels. Specifically, you know, the 85 centile zone is the September low. Similar to Bitcoin, in this 44K mark, this is pretty much the 44K mark for XRP, this 85-cent zone, which we are very, very close to. Very incredible price action from XRP's side. Most likely will have a little bit of a correction. I'm hoping that we can hold the line at around 75 cents. That would be very solid for us. But you know, overall, I think that we're doing something similar to what we did back in July. That led us to around $1.40. So I'm very happy with the price action on XRP currently. But that is not what I want to talk to you guys about. Guys, it is finally happening. So in terms of Bitcoin's price action, okay, we have been seeing a lot of bullishness happening and regarding crypto. Specifically this thing that came out today, this massive article, massive announcement from KPMG. If you guys don't know who KPMG is, I'm going to do a little bit of a breakdown of them real quick. But they added Bitcoin and Ethereum to their corporate balance sheet. Now I know, trust me, I know that Bitcoin and Ethereum is not our #1 choices for cryptocurrency projects, but this is very good for crypto adoption, and of course for a lot more money to flow in, specifically institutional grade money, financial institution money in general, right? But KPMG is a massive giant. Now this is KPMG Canada. I want you to all understand that that is Canada specific. But I do believe that this will domino effect. Like I always say, watch the domino effects in this market, but this will domino effect into many other areas of KPMG utilizing, of course, crypto and putting it on their balance sheets. As you guys do know, KPMG firms operate in 145 countries and territories, and in FY21 collectively employed more than 236,000 people serving the needs of business, governments, public sector agencies, not-for-profits, and through KPMG's firms audit and assurance practices the capital markets. So this is a huge organization. And again, like I said, pay attention to this because this also allows for a lot of institutions to get their hands on other assets, not just Bitcoin and Ethereum, but at some point in time, nearly every single crypto asset will be allowed to have on these balance sheets, which these balance sheets are, of course, for institutional grade clients. So watch out in the coming months on how much money is going to flow through this market. I really do think that when we're talking about the global crypto market cap, we could easily see $7 to $10 trillion being the topping point for this bull run. I'm very, very excited for this. Now, we also have to look at what's happening with CBDCs and, of course, digitization of the money sector. So in terms of the financial system, I've always said, a huge revolution is happening currently, right in front of our eyes. Not a lot of people are awake to see this happening. Those who are actually woke are seeing this. And we are seeing here, even through Fed Chair Jerome Powell says he's in no hurry, makes no mistake, this is a race. Yes, we have to get it right, but we also can't afford to be late. If it takes us 5 to 10 years to implement a CBDC, we will have lost. And this is the truth. The race is on. It is happening. It is here. We need to really start ramping up adoption of some sort of CBDC. In fact, we know that Ripple will most likely play a key role in this. Why? Well, they already are around the world. We just hear, how can the euro remain important from a geopolitical perspective? Join us when our exciting panelists talk about such questions about the future of payments. Tune in on February 10th, 2022 from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. CET. You guys should definitely check this out, but look at the individuals that are talking here. These are some high-tier individuals, and of course, Ripple is named here, the future of payments in the euro area. Understand what is happening. And of course, this is talking about the digital euro, which we know that they are working with, of course, the Digital Pound Foundation. Who's working with the Digital Pound Foundation? That's right, Ripple, Q&T, and a few other, crypto, companies. But overall, Ripple has a huge key role here. And of course, talking about CBDCs, we know that the race is on. Going back to January 24th, Bank of Korea successfully wrapped the first phase of its CBDC test and it's continuing with experimentation. We are seeing a lot of CBDC talk around the world right now. I always tell you guys, check out the CBDC tracker because it is huge in terms of really kind of seeing where all of this is leading to. And of course, this was not the only thing that came out. We do see here the ECNY app is now available for download in selected Chinese cities via app stores. You would like to see how the ECNY app works, then I could recommend watching this video. Now see, this is exactly what is happening, right? We are getting beat in the digital race currently. The funny thing about this is that from the US perspective, I think that there's a huge plan. I think that there's a huge, sort of plan going on behind the scenes as well while we are all kind of focused on this lawsuit, regulation, stuff like this. I think there's a huge, plan going on where we see regulations being marched in through this lawsuit. We also see a lot of issues, of course, being solved through this lawsuit. You cannot tell me that Ripple is not working with the SEC or working with the government in order to have these regulations in place. I think that this entire case was just a catalyst event for regulations to be brought in. And when we're talking about executive orders, when we're talking about everything that's happening regarding crypto, I think it's all, of course, to streamline the race to a CBDC. We recognize this technology. We understand this technology. And of course, major players in the space are recognizing this as well. Even JP Morgan reports, ask the question many have about XRP and Ripple. They get the name wrong, given Metcalfe's law and the power of network. Why is XRP so correlated with Bitcoin? Of course, listen, they understand the power behind XRP. That's why they're questioning, why XRP's value is still, under the dollar, if you will. We even see here, the Ripple effect. Ripple, reported fivefold growth in remittance transactions between 2019 and 2020. But if that's the case, why is Ripple still trading so closely with Bitcoin, as shown below? Wouldn't Ripple's separate and distinct use case result in a separate and distinct return profile from Bitcoin? Listen, they understand the power here behind Ripple with, of course, XRP. The problem here is the fact that, one, they're saying, Ripple itself should be worth way more than Bitcoin. First off, of course, XRP is the actual name here, not Ripple. But it's the idea that we are still in a Bitcoin-driven market until utility is in place. And when do I think utility will be in place? Regulations. I think regulations are going to spark the flame for utility to take over. I think that when we're talking about regulations and when we're talking about everything that we have been discussing on a day-to-day basis regarding CBDCs, the race towards a CBDC and stuff like this, it's not going to happen in 5 to 10 years. Absolutely not. It's going to happen way sooner than 5 years. We are so close, in my opinion, to a massive CBDC announcement from the Fed. And of course, I do believe that crypto will be involved. There's no way that crypto will not be involved, even if we're talking more so about the UAE, right? So I just talked to you guys about Accenture yesterday. UAE central bank ropes in Accenture to lead national instant payment platform. The funny thing about this is that I just talked to you guys about Accenture in yesterday's video discussing the domino effect from Accenture's partnership with Ripple. Now, of course, this is in collaboration with SIA and G42. We know SIA is a partner of Q&T, so is Accenture. But I want you to all understand that Q&T is the rail system. All it is the interoperability layer. What is going to allow Accenture, SIA, all of these, even the UAE, right, to achieve instant payments? Okay, and this is over 5 years. Accenture will build and operate the national instant payment platform over 5 years. The funny thing about this is I know Ripple will most likely be involved in this. The reason behind this, okay, is this goes back to 2019. Shout out to XRP Owl for this. Accenture blockchain commercial. Accenture Ripple partner is ready to advertise blockchain. I have a feeling that this proof of concept stage is coming to an end. Accenture is a giant. They truly are. And of course, here is, this overall commercial. And you could see everything about this. We do see, Accenture, revenue, operating income, total assets, all this kind of stuff. They're a huge giant. We're going to be breaking them down here shortly. Sorry. We do see a Ripple and Rise Bank. Again, cross-border payments. They're talking about cross-border payments, low-cost cross-border payments in general. And again, they recognize the potential and the power behind Ripple because, of course, they are partnered with them. And they are talking about, she wonders what would be the fastest, most convenient way to help her grandson in terms of sending money and paying rent, right? And, of course, Ripple is the answer, right? The answer, Rise Bank's cross-border payment solution. And guess what? They are going to be... how are they going to achieve this? Well, of course, it's going to be through Accenture and Ripple's partnership. And again, we even see here, together with Accenture and Ripple, and while others are just talking, Rise Bank is able to do it. Rise Bank payments, instant, secure, delivered, instant payments. This is exactly what is going to happen with this partnership, in my opinion, because this is instant payments. They are only achieving this, of course, through Ripple. And we also see here, there's other partnerships, like for an example, AWS, Amazon Web Services, right? And even, of course, here's Accenture with Ripple. Now, this goes back in time a little bit, as you guys do see the logo. This is 2019. The journey to real-time cross-border commercial payments using DLTs. Okay, this is huge. This is a massive connection. I've been talking to you guys about Accenture for a very long time, and they are huge. They have grown greatly since 2019. In fact, you could read all about them. You could read all about their partnerships, who they are. We do see here 674,000 employees worldwide, 200 cities with Accenture locations and operations across 50 countries, 7,000 clients served throughout, more than 120 countries, 185 partners in their ecosystem, 8,200 patents and patents pending worldwide. This is a huge giant. I'm telling you guys, understand what Ripple is already building and already has built. They are already, doing what they have, really had the mission to do. They are here. They're doing these things now. We are still continuing to try to find some sort of major revolutionizing technology within CBDCs in the US, but it's already here. Except guess what? It's in a lawsuit. It's funny when you think about it, but it's really not because, at the end of the day, I truly do believe that they will most likely be utilizing Ripple technology. Why? Because it's already being utilized around the world. We are already growing around the world day in, day out. We are doing instant payments. We are doing instant cross-border payments that are cheap, affordable, scalable. Honestly, this is the best technology for cross-border payments. And it's all going to be utilized in, of course, the CBDC area. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is see what's in front of you. Go to the Digital Pound Foundation, look at the Digital Euro Association. They are all, of course, Ripple is already tied to all of these major pipelines of finance, if you will. You need to all understand what is happening right now. Things are moving extremely fast. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this video. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.